Welcome to Mindset Monday, brought to you by Wrestlingmindset. It's Tom Ryan here with the Ohio Regional Training Center out of Columbus, Ohio. We've got a big couple months coming up. We've got Kyle Snyder and Logan Stieber competing at the World Championships. The Ohio Regional Training Center wanted to share with you a little bit about mindset, which really is the X factor when you're talking about the narrow margin of error in sport, right? When two athletes have similar talent, similar desire and love and preparation for what they do, it really boils down to just the way we think. This transcends wrestling, of course. It transcends sport. Talking about deeper relationships. So I want to talk about a scenario that occurred with a student athlete by the name of Mike Pasillo. I want to talk about Mike's mindset. Mike Pasillo was an NCAA champion and then went on to wrestle in freestyle. This weekend he was honored, recognized by Ohio State University as becoming a Hall of Famer. Mike was a national champion, also finished second place. But the story I want to get to is that when Mike was a junior, he was a reigning NCAA champion. He was a sophomore, beat Olympic champion Jake Varner in the finals as a sophomore. His junior year, just before the national tournament, Mike cut through the tendons in his left hand. He was helping out a cable guy, had a box cutter, went through all the tendons, and basically when his brain told his hand to close, it couldn't close. So we went to a doc. Again, this is right before the NCAA, a week or two before. We go to a doc. One doc won't let him wrestle. Second doc says you can wrestle. They stitch him up, 40 stitches, and we taped his hand just like this. Because when his brain said close, it couldn't close. So we didn't want his fingers just dangling out there. So we taped his hand. And here's the thing. As soon as Mike was injured, his mindset didn't change. He never got to this place of why me, but more of I am going to find a way to not only compete but excel at this national tournament. So his mindset stayed strong. I think what happens when things are out of our control sometimes, which cutting of the hand was, our brain can unravel. We call that basically not being, right, the landlord of our minds. And it's so critically important that we do not relinquish the inherent right that we have to be the landlord of our minds. So what's a landlord, right? A landlord, you can allow someone to rent your property, to live in your home. We want to control the thoughts that live in our mind. So we call it here, the phrase is, right, being a landlord of your mind. Now, we have to decipher between what comes in, what we allow in. So the first line of defense is, listen, the world is gonna smother us. The world is gonna fill us with negative thoughts. We have got to learn that we do not have to let those thoughts in, right? So the first thing is, what are we looking for? Right, a big piece of this is, what is it that our mind should become very tuned to the right thoughts and right words. And if they're not, then we have the right to not allow them in. Here's the thing. On this side, positiveness, reading the right things, surrounding ourselves with the right friends, listening to the right things. Let this stuff come in. On this side, you're gonna have this natural negativity of the world. You gotta learn to keep it out. Now, as a landlord, if you do let something in, it doesn't need to stay there long, right? You get someone to rent a place. They're in your apartment, they're in your home, they're renting your home, and you realize that they're not taking care of it. Well, you can evict it. So knowing that, we have the right to evict the thoughts and things that come into our mind that don't belong there. So we need to evict. So this week's Mindset Monday, really be a landlord of your mind. Take great care of it. Because we know this, right? At the end of the day, we reflect our thoughts. And if we want to bear great fruit in our lives, we better plant our thoughts in some solid, well-watered soil. So good luck to all of you out there. Keep following, supporting the Ohio Regional Training Center. get involved financially. We have a budget that's helping Olympic hopefuls. Our website is Ohio RTC.org. We appreciate any support. Thanks a lot to Mindset, Wrestling Mindset, and good luck.